Hey, I'm Kayla.
And I'm Jackie.
And this is the Kayla and Jackie Show. Woo, we did it.
We finally did it.
Right. So this is our first episode, so it's going to probably be really bad. But we just want to start by just kind of introducing ourselves. We've known each other for how long now?
Since 12th grade.
Yeah, so
senior year.
About 7 years?
7 years.
Wow. I can't believe it's been that long.
I know.
So, just kind of like a little bit about this podcast. It was a random idea I had one day, and it kind of came off the idea of some of our weird conversations that Jackie and I have had. Wouldn't you say we've had some weird ones over the years?
Yeah, we've had a lot of weird ones.
Yeah. And for some reason, they're always in my car at like really late at night, or after like we've gone to the movies, or just being silly. And it's really, really funny.
Yeah.
So I kind of just came up with the idea that maybe we should kind of form it into something. So voila, here's our idea. One thing that we wanted to do with this podcast is a book club. And the first book we've chosen was The Picture of Dorian Gray. Now, what would you say about this book so far?
Well, so far, I'm about to be on chapter 6. I like it.
I'm on chapter 4.
I like it. It's an older book. It's a classic. I'm enjoying it, though.
I am, too. It's very, very hard to read.
Yeah.
There's a lot, it's not written in like that old text, but there's a lot of like big words and like alternative words. Mm-hmm. So I've had the internet open on dictionary.com and had to like type in words as I'm reading just because I had no clue what they were.
Yeah, and I didn't know that much about the story. I just knew like the general, like, there's a portrait, and like I knew like basically what does happen. So I'm kind of, at first I kept waiting for it to happen, and then I realized it's not happening till later.
Yeah,
it's not happening right away.
Well, and then fun fact, I didn't even connect the dots, but if has anybody heard of the movie The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
Yeah.
Well, one of like the guys in there is called Dorian Gray, and that storyline is based off the book. And I didn't connect the dots. My mom actually pointed that out to me, and I thought that was really cool, and it kind of helped me form pictures of what the characters look like, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. Where you're in the book right now, I'm trying to think what's happening. They have the dinner scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like some things that I think that are just absolutely so weird with the book. Do we want to like go over that, or we want to let them read it then?
Because they could be part of our book club too.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we could wait it out until next time.
Yeah, because I've got the notes ready.
Yeah, I know, I'm ready.
Well, we'll do it next time then.
Okay.
And try and get a little bit more on the same spot.
Right.
Yeah, so if you guys who are listening to this are interested in reading it, you can download it for free off of Amazon.
Mm-hmm. I got it from Google Books.
Yeah.
It's in the public domain because it's been so long.
Yeah, and like how much was it at the bookstore? Like $10?
Yeah, like you can buy real cheap in the classic section and bargain.
We're so broke that we wanted to find the free one.
Yeah. And I printed mine out because I'm a weirdo and wanted to be able to take it with me and then like cut it, and because it came out in a weird way. So like I made my own little makeshift book. So I have a weird looking book.
There you go. And I didn't want to pay $10 for a classic because I have a Kindle also, and all of the older classic books are free. So I'm like, nah, I will just get the free one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I've always wanted to be in a book club, so I'm really excited.
I know, I did too. I always thought it was so weird when I was younger. It's like, oh, you're in a book club? All you do is talk about books? But then as I got older, I'm like, okay, this may be something that might be a little bit more fun.
I would have liked it when I was little, because I always wanted to do it, and I like the Boxcar Children. I read all those books, and like none of my friends really were reading them at the same time. Like, I don't know, it was just like they read it before, like way after me, so like we never were able to talk about it.
Yeah. No, I only just read kind of like the horse books because I was real big into horses when I was younger. And, like, the one thing that, or, like, the one series I'd always read are called the Pony Pals.
Oh, I never heard that.
Yeah, it was about 3 girls who were best friends who liked to just go riding, and they would get in some of the oddest adventures.
Like what? Like, they would, like,
What
happened?
I can't remember, because, like, I read the whole series, so... like, I know, just off the top of my head, I know the one book, the one horse almost dies.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and
That's pretty dark.
Yeah, but, I think the horse ended up surviving, so, I don't know, they're kid books, what do you expect?
Well, the Boxcar Children, like, I was just thinking about it, it was pretty dark. If you think about it.
Because
like,
aren't they orphans?
Yeah, they're orphans, and they go and they don't, I think they don't know their grandpa. Because, like, their dad and their grandpa never got along.
Yeah.
So they went and lived in this, like, old boxcar. And they found a random dog, like, I think he had only 3 legs. They named him Watch, and they, like, lived in a boxcar. That was only in the first book. But then they moved in with their grandpa because he found them, and they moved the boxcar to, like, the backyard.
Yeah.
But it's kind of dark, if you think about it. And, like, they solve crimes, and... Yeah, I for a long time wanted to have 4 kids, name them after each of them.
Really? Yeah, with, like, the pony... Or not Pony Pals. Yeah, that's what they're called.
I'll look into this.
My friend and I, who was also into horses when we were both younger, we were so obsessed with them. And mind you, we both had horses. And
you actually had a horse.
Yeah. We created our own little, like, imaginary Pony Pals equivalent, and we called them Trail Pals.
That's funny.
And, like, pretend like we owned, like, farms of horses, and, yeah, we were very odd. We had, like, a menagerie of imaginary critters. I had one pretty much for every day of the year. I had a different one. And we were odd children.
I just joined the fan club for the Boxcar Children, and I got them, like, sent to me in, like, this little boxcar, like, looking thing in a box. And Violet would, like, send a recipe in each one. And one was, like, fruit salad or something.
Yeah.
But, like, I had no idea that it was, like, a real meal. So I thought, like, Violet made it.
Yeah.
Like, I really thought it was so cool.
Remember when we were in elementary school, the Scholastic book orders?
Oh, they were the best.
I love those.
I would go and circle everything.
So would I. I would start it, though, because I would never fail. It would always, like, I would cross out the title, so I couldn't remember. And I wanted, like, all of them, and my mom's like, no, you can only get one at a time. I
loved it. I bought a poster one year. Like, of course, out of going there, I bought a poster of 2 dogs. Like,
nice.
Really?
Yeah, I love those. And I'd always have to get a separate one from my brother, because he would be like, why did you always go and star everything? I'm like, because I want them all.
I know, I did. And then there was a game, Zoombinis. Remember Zoombinis? Maybe
kind of.
Yeah, it was like a weird computer game, and I can't really remember much about it, but I remember I really liked it. And I remember seeing it in the Scholastic thing, so you could buy it. And this was like in middle school then. And I was like, I have to get the Zoombinis. Like, because I never finished the game. And you had to, like, I think they needed to get, like, through this adventure because they needed to reclaim their land. I don't really remember much, but I never got all the way through. And I was like, I need to buy this game, and I need to get through it.
It kind of makes me think of the Oregon Trail.
Oh, yeah.
I hated that game.
You hated the Oregon Trail?
I could never get that far because my family would always die.
Well, I played the old one where, like, we played in elementary school, the one that was, like, the graphics, and it was, like, really, like, like, just moving. But then I had, like, the upgraded one. I don't know what it was, like, Oregon Trail 4 or something.
I always just played, like, that very old pixelated.
Oh, that one was good, but then the new version, it came in, like, a wooden box, too. I think, yeah. And when you played it, they had, like, real people talking at one point. Like, you'd go to the saloon and pick people to go with you, and it would be, like, the person just standing there until you click on them, and then you're like, howdy, partner. Like, I'm you know, like, I'm trying to think, like, I'm a general store owner, and, like, I'll go with you. But you still, like, had that case where it's like, she got malaria, or, like, you know, like, tetanus, or, like, anything, and then it's over.
So broke their leg.
Yeah, scarlet fever. Or, like, someone gets shot, like, they went hunting, they got shot, like, or then you died, and it's like, game over.
Yeah, I had never made it very far, and finally I'm like, I can't play this stupid game anymore.
I finished it with the new one. I got really close with the old one in elementary school, I remember, because I was so excited. I was forging the river, and then I died, and I was so sad. because I finally got to the end. But I got to the end with, like, Oregon Trail 4, and then I got there, and I thought, okay, cool, I get to make my land or the game's over. But I really wanted to be like, let's settle the land we've just spent getting here.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, and then never fails. I'd always save my game, and then one of my other classmates would go and overwrite it, so you'd be forced to start again. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm done.
No, and you start again, and it's like, you ate poison berries.
Like,
you know, you went and got the wrong one.
Yep.
And you're like, I remember the picture, damn it. And you're like, this is not the poison one. Poison.
Say, no, I swear to God, I picked this one.
Yes. And you then, nope.
Yeah,
You died. Or you killed someone else in the group.
Yeah. Yeah, it never failed. There'd always be that one person that would be, like, rogue and go and kill your whole family.
Yeah.
And it's like...
There's a bear always comes out of the woods. It's like, you went hunting and a bear showed up. Like, something.
Really? Well, we got kind of a little bit off topic. Like we always do.
This is very real.
Yeah, that's one thing about us, is we could be talking about something and end up at the other side of the alphabet.
Yeah, our brain just goes, meow.
Yeah. But to us, it connects the dots.
Yeah, like it totally works for us.
Well, anyway, moving on. I thought it would be cool to kind of give some song recommendations, because I love
Kayla's Corner.
I love music and just everything about it.
Or is that what we're gonna call it? Kayla's Corner?
Maybe. I'm not sure yet. We'll see.
I like Kayla's Corner because of the way it sounds.
Okay, well, we'll see, because who knows. So just each episode there'll be like 3 to 5 songs that I'll recommend for everybody to go check out. And
Kayla really likes music.
Yes, I do.
I'm giving the background.
Yeah, it's I don't know what I'd say, but just I like music. And so today I actually have 4, and one's actually an album. It might not always be an album, and some of the songs I have today are a little bit more older / newer. But,
so both.
Yeah. So this time I'm recommending the new album by We the Kings called Strange Love. And funny thing about it is Jackie and I just went and saw them.
Yeah.
Well, 2/5 of them.
Yeah.
In concert. What was that? November?
Was it November?
Or was it October?
I think it was November.
Yeah.
It was like the beginning of November.
Yeah, I think so. And it was
Wow.
really, really cool.
It was good.
Yeah. I would love to go see just a full concert of them.
Kayla actually, like, talked to them and, like, hugged them, and there's pictures. I didn't take the picture because I panicked last minute because I can't do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And Kayla got a picture with them. And Dea.
Yeah, that was cool, but we're...
Anyways,
Yeah.
Continue Kayla's Corner.
And then the next one is called Lover Come Back by City and Color. I had never heard of this band, and I just always have Pandora on. And they came on the one day, and I looked the song up because it was like the last like 30 seconds where I tuned back in. And it was a really good song, and so I bought it. And the third one is a more today type song. It came out this year, like within like the last couple months. Mm-hmm. It's called Locked Away. It's by Our City, and it's got Adam Levine. Also, the lead singer, Maroon 5. In case people don't know. And then the last one, I forgot how much I love this song, but I watched the last performance of Bindi Urin and Derek Huff on Dancing with the Stars, and they did the song as their last dance, and it's called Footprints in the Sand, and Leona Lewis sings it, and I absolutely love that song. It's so pretty, and just seeing it and that performance makes me cry every time.
Well, we can't play any of this music, though, sadly.
Yeah.
Because we would. We'd play, like, a hint if we could, but we can't.
Yeah, because it's... I don't know. It would be copyrighted, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's copyrighted laws or something like that. We have no money to be sued.
Yeah.
So we can't really do it.
Well, could we just, like, put the recommendations on our Twitter?
We can recommend it, but we just can't, like, play it on air.
Because I'm sure people do that all the time.
Yeah, so we could be like, go, hey... You know, like, hashtag this. I don't know how things work. I'm not the social media person. Obviously.
By the way, if you want to follow us on Twitter, it's just KNJ Podcast.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's... Funny thing about our title, we have changed it about, 5 times now?
I don't even know.
Originally, it was Coffee Talk with Kayla and Jackie.
But then we're like, do we need coffee cups?
Yeah, and we were starting to overthink it, and we're like, okay, well, let's just shorten it. and then I came up with Kayla and Jackie Podcast, but then I didn't like podcast in the title, even though this is what it is. So then it changed to show, but then I didn't change any of the social media.
And then we almost made it KNJ Podcast.
Yeah.
Or show. It took a while.
Yeah,
it
did. And funny thing about that is we created all our social media back in August, and we're just now getting around to recording the first episode.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Shows how good we do with planning.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, you can follow us on Twitter at KNJ Podcast, or both of our accounts. Mine's just Kayla Wozniak. And what is yours?
Mine's Chit Chat Jackie.
Yeah, we're both following the account, so if you can't find us, just...
We'll be there.
Yeah. And we're also on YouTube. It is KNJ Podcast. And I think that's it.
I think that's it.
Oh, email is also...
we have an email.
Yeah. So
if you want to send us an email.
Just questions.
Because sometimes we'll respond to them.
Yeah.
Like if you send us mail, we'll answer it in one of our next podcasts.
Yep. And that is also KNJ Podcast. So, well, I don't know. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
I can do my recommendation for Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a very good show on Netflix. If you have Netflix, you need to watch it. It's part of the Marvel universe. Jessica Jones. Daredevil was really good too, but I just binge watched Jessica Jones.
I have no time right now to binge watch anything because for me, I love watching YouTube vloggers and just all things YouTube. And that's like pretty much takes up my time.
That's your obsession.
Yes.
And we all know, like, I love television, and we both love movies, because we usually go to a lot of movies, so we'll probably talk about
and
some
also,
movies.
Speaking of movies, this made me connect the dots.
What?
Another song we can kind of jointly recommend right now is Writing on the Wall.
Oh my god, Writing on the Wall. Okay, we are
song,
nerds.
Yeah, it was funny, because she texted me the one day and said, hey, I want to go see Spectre, the new James Bond movie. Would you go with me?
Because I love those kind of things. Like, I love it.
I don't really like James Bond, but I'm like, you know what? I'll go.
That was your first James Bond movie.
That I'd sat in the theater and watched, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? I'll go just because who knows? I may end up liking it. And I did. I am, like, absolutely obsessed with the opening credits with Writing on the Wall playing.
It was so good.
It is.
I just like how, like, it feels very old-fashioned in the way
that
it's a long opening. It's really nice.
Well, fast forward a couple weeks, and we went down to a mall that, it's kind of far from where we live. And we decided we were going to listen to Writings on the Wall on the way back home. Yeah, we put it on repeat and listened to it pretty much the entire way home.
Yeah, it was about like an hour.
Yeah, and it was bad.
And it got to the point where we started singing it, and before we were just humming it when we were singing it, and then we started really singing it, and to the point where we were like, start from the beginning again. We need to get the exact wording right.
Yeah, and then when we finally made it back to our town where we live in, we looked up the lyrics on our phone.
Because we needed to get it right. Because we were like, we need to do this. We need to get through the whole song, because we realized we didn't know the second verse at all.
Yeah, we just knew the chorus.
Because the second verse came on, and we're like,
Yeah, and then it was funny. We had to force ourselves to stop singing because we both were getting squeaky voices.
Yeah, we lost our voice a little bit doing that.
Yeah, it was bad.
I know all the lyrics.
Yeah, I do too, but for some reason, I keep wanting to change the one word in the song.
Which one? The what about the blood in the veins?
No.
Remember? Yeah, because we started, like, reading the lyrics, because she was driving, so I was looking through them, and I'm like, why would he have the blood in the vein? Like, wouldn't it be the veins? And you're like, why are you reading so much into this?
Yeah.
Just learn the lyrics.
Yes. No, it's the second verse where he says, I think it's, like, from my past. I think, I can't think of the line.
Know.
Yeah, for some reason, I think that's the line, but I keep wanting to change from to through.
I get that.
For whatever reason, it's like, no, that is not the word.
Yeah, so we sang that a lot.
Yeah, and we had to do it one time before we started recording this.
Yeah.
Oh, should we tell them where we're currently at right now?
In a parking lot?
Yeah, for whatever reason, when we get together, our true weirdness, I could say, comes out when we're in my car.
Yeah, I think it's like one of the best spots. Even though that one time we were trying to find supplies at Michael's.
Oh my gosh.
Was the best.
It was hysterical. We were working on the title page for our Twitter and just all things social media. It's currently that's the picture that is on the Twitter account that says under making progress. That's the supplies we're talking about.
Oh my god.
Well, we went to Michael's to get that. Oh dear Lord. You would think we were trying to build like the Empire State Building or something.
It was a mess.
It was. And we were looking at paint because we thought the idea of getting stencils and painting. Not realizing that we didn't need to actually make a physical copy, just a digital copy. No, it was so bad. We were being so loud and laughing.
Laughing, and I'm like, what about this, like, sandwood nude? And you're like, I don't know, we just need tan. And
yeah,
then I was like, but I like this red wine color. And then I was like, ooh, maybe I should get something so I can, like, paint. And you're like, do you want to paint now? And I'm like, I don't know, maybe I'll be a painter. I don't know my hobbies. Maybe I'll develop that.
And I think we were both very tired that day.
Yeah.
And so...
And we needed stencils.
Oh, dude,
yeah,
it was horrible. And there were people who kept coming, like, passing the aisle, coming down the aisle, and looking at us like, what is wrong with them?
Yeah.
Seriously. And we were just dying laughing.
Yeah.
It was really funny.
It was like the one time we were ridiculous in a store and not in the car.
Yeah. And then we get back to my house to start working on this, and that... Oh, God, that's another story.
Oh, that was a mess.
Yeah.
I, like, ruined a lot of the punch-out stencils things.
Not really. I would say just one.
The A.
Yeah.
It was really bad.
But for some reason, we didn't realize it, but we picked up one that had, like, 2 sets of some of the letters, so... Yeah, and then we get pretty much all the way down to the Jackie, and then I screw it up.
Oh, yeah, but it looked really good.
Yeah, I think I still have it.
I was supposed to do parts of it, and I'm like, I don't think I'm going to really do this.
No, and then we didn't, because we ended up getting a paint pen, and then 2, like, bottles of paint.
Because we thought we were going to paint.
Yeah. The original color scheme was supposed to be silver, tan, and, like, maroonish. Yeah, we got back, and we're like, no, let's just use a silver paint pen. And we ran out.
And we were still deciding on what the names of the show should be.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yep.
Still deciding.
Yeah, and it was a mess.
It's a mess.
Yeah. But nobody will ever see it, though.
No. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about? Because this is our free period.
I know. Well, we already did the social media.
I know, so we can have a free talk.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so anyway, I think we kind of skipped over the point, but we are currently recording this in my car.
Yes, it is in Kayla's car. We are in a parking lot, and
I don't know if it'll always be in my car, but
I like it.
I do too, because it's kind of weird in a way. So if we decide maybe further down the line of wanting to break into video recording, which I doubt will happen, but you never know. It'd be fun to record this in the car.
Yeah. I like it. I think it works. And there's a stand on this microphone, but we can't really use it, so I'm actually holding it with the spokes out from the stand.
Yeah, because otherwise you can't hear us.
Yeah.
Oh.
But do you like it that I'm not, like, closing this and holding it like a microphone? I'm, like, using the stand open on it.
I really hadn't even noticed.
Yeah, I have. Well, no, I have. Oh, Lord. Hashtag I don't can.
Yeah, that's a thing that we'll probably feature regularly as I don't can stories.
Oh, yeah.
Should we go into that?
That all started, I was very exhausted. I'd been working, and I was talking to Kayla, and I was supposed to be doing something with another friend, and I went to go text them that I couldn't do it, and I texted, I don't can, instead of saying, I don't think I can do it. And I looked at her and I'm like, I just texted, I don't can. And then now every time we do something.
And mind you, we both thought that was so
we died.
Damn funny.
We were both exhausted.
Yeah.
And so now
we were sobbing
all the time. Yeah, anytime something happens, we're like, oh, I don't can. Like, if something happens, like, if we drop something, usually, it's a mess. If we use it, it means it's a bad situation.
Yeah, that it's just one of those days where nothing goes right. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, and side note, we both swear a lot. And, yeah, and it's just, it is what it is. We can't really help ourselves.
I try not to.
I try not to, but sometimes it's harder for me to just do it, and yeah.
Sometimes it really adds to the story.
Yeah. So if you don't like swearing, we're sorry. Mm-hmm. But it is that's us.
I'm trying to think of, like, some topics that we could talk about.
Well, this was just kind of like an introduction.
That's true.
Is there anything else?
I don't know. It's almost Christmas.
Yeah. That's crazy to me. This year has just absolutely flown by.
It really has.
And it's just, I can't believe it.
I think it's only going to get worse. Like,
I know.
It's only going to feel quicker.
I know. Because, like, when I was younger, I was always like, oh, one more year until I'm 21. And now, at 25, I'm like, ooh, 30 is my next big year.
Yeah.
I'm going to look forward to...
Yeah, I'm turning 27.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of your late 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend tried to make it sound like it was better. She's like, it's like you're mid to late. And I'm like, I don't think that's a thing.
I've always known, like, in your late 20s when you settle down and, like, get married and start your family.
But I don't think it's like that anymore.
At least, not for us.
No, that is true. True story.
Yeah.
That is not like us. We're both single.
Yep. And there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
I think we just have too picky of standards.
Yeah, and it's good to have standards. Because, I love Matthew Hussey.
Yeah.
So...
Maybe you should explain who he is.
I can't even.
You watch him more than me, so...
I do. Well, I like him for his, like, general life advice.
Yeah. He is really good with that.
He's really good with general life advice.
But would you say he's, like, a matchmaker, or...
They call him a love guru.
Okay.
Because he usually focuses a lot on, like, the love life. But a lot of his advice is just really good for, like, life in general. Because sometimes he talks about things that you could pull over to maybe, like, a job interview, but you can also look at it and how, like, to deal with, like, love, because he talks about rejection and how you could deal with that in both ways, so.
But he doesn't just talk about that.
No, it's not just that.
Because, like, the one that I really liked that I watched the one day was about how to deal with death.
Yeah.
And heartbreak. That was really good.
Yeah, he has really good ones, and, yeah, I really like him. I think he's a really good, and he's a good speaker, I think. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. He's on my, like, list of... Yeah, I think he's inspiring.
You ready to wrap it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got to actually get to work soon.
I know, yeah.
So I think we're going to call it a day then.
Yeah.
For this first episode.
Yeah.
Again, if you want to follow us on our social media, the Twitter is KNJ Podcast. Our email is kndjpodcast@gmail.com. We're on YouTube as also KNJ Podcast. We will be on SoundCloud, but I just have not gotten around to create that yet. And so we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, and they're going to get a lot better.
Hopefully.